All right, so we're back with a 1,500 point game. Another Shaltari versus Shaltari. Here's the white Shaltari list. Pause the video when you like. This list, I originally based this list off of a lot of objectives. We kind of rolled a bad game for that, but that's what we'll see how it goes. So as my gate groups, I have 3 Edens, 2 Spirits, 2 Havens, and then a Fire Drake. As my Court of Elders, I have a Gariel again, level 4, I believe. Yeah, level 4, and 2 Firstborns. Moving on, I've got on my Sword Point, I've got a couple Bird Eaters with some Tomahawks on there. Then over in the Fire Drake group, we got the Fire Drake and 1 squad, 2 bases of Braves. And then just another Warrior Clan, 4 bases of Braves. And as my heavy, I have 2 Caimans backed up by some Kukris. So hopefully we'll see what kind of damage I can do. I'll be back for the brown Shaltari.
All right, so I'm here with my brown Shaltaris. Just going over my list right now. Pause that if you want. I'm looking at 1,493 points. So as my gate group, I've got a Gaia, 3 Edens, and 2 Havens. With my Court of Elders, I've got my Jaguar with a War Chief, so level 4 commander, and 2 Ocelots, as well as 2 Firstborns. In my Sword Point group, I've got 4 Tomahawks, supported by 3 Kukris. In my Warrior Clan, I've got 2 bases, or 2 squads of Warriors, of Braves, so 4 bases. And then in my Warfist group, I've got the classic Dream Snare block with 2 Jaguars and the Dream Snare.
Alright, so before we deploy, we're playing Encroachment, so basically it's going to be a cagey game. Survive the whole game. Infantry are 3 times the amount of points in the enemy side of the board, and then everything else is single cost on the other side of the board. So
kill points are added to point values of units across the board as well.
Yep. So there's that. We'll be back at the end of turn 1. Turn cap, turn 1. White Shaltari rolled, won the roll off. I forced him to go first. If you want to go ahead and explain your turn.
So my brown Shaltari activated my Warrior Clan here with an Eden and moved up 10 inches, just getting ready. I'm trying to get him on the other side of the board. Walked my Warfist group up. My Sword Point group brought in 2 Edens as well, and then dropped my 4 Tomahawks while my Kukris drove on the table. And then my Gaia Gate dropped in my Court of Elders, and that was my turn.
White Shaltari, Fire Drake came in and just kind of sitting tight for a little bit. My Sword Point came on. I put the Tomahawks on this side. I put the Bird Eaters on top of the building. We're going to see what he does with that. Drove on my 2 Caimans, and the Kukris are still off the table. Drove on the 2 Caimans. I thought I had range. I was just out probably by an inch or so, 2 inches maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I thought I had range, but I didn't. Gariel came on the side here. I had 1 last Eden and 2 Spirits left for my troops, because I have 1 extra battle group that he does. The Spirits came up, are just hanging out there. We're going to see what we can do with them, anything tricky. And then the last Eden just kind of sat there. So that's the end of turn 1. So we'll be back at turn 2. Into turn 2. Rolled. Brown Shaltari won the roll off, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Good.
So my ground Shaltari, I moved my Warfist group up, put some shots into some tomahawks. He had dazzle foe, and then he rolled 2 6s on the stupid passive countermeasure save, so he saved those.
Makes up last week.
Yes.
Makes up for last week.
His Caymans came up, put in 1 point of damage on my Jaguar. My tomahawks that were sitting here, he killed 2, and then so I just skimmed them up behind the building here. My ocelots and my coyote tried to shoot his bird eaters up on top of the building that was there. Missed them all, or he saved the passive countermeasures, so not good there. And then my infantry group, I just started spreading my Eden gates out for future turns.
White Shaltari, as he said, he shot at my tomahawks, played dazzle foe. Didn't do anything for me anyways, so that was kind of a wasted card, but it was there anyways. I kind of shifted stuff around. I did take a point off one of his Jaguars, moved to Eden way back here to try to counter that Eden. Moved Fire Drake out because he always got kukris there. Fired the Fire Drake at them. Could only get the commander, didn't do anything. That's it. Kind of a boring turn that round. So we'll be back at turn 3. Turn 3, White Shaltari won the roll-off. I forced you to go first. Go ahead.
Alright, so my quarter elders walked over here. Quarter elders walked over, put 10 hits on the building from one ocelot, and 3 points from a coyote. No, I shot at a tomahawk.
Oh, yeah.
This one shot at a tomahawk and missed on a 2+. My Warfist group over here moved up, tried to shoot at his Caymans. He rolled well.
Really well.
On his passives. My Tomahawks rolled up, killed one of his Tomahawks, and then my Kukris rolled up in support. And my Eden Gates, one of them is at the deck right here. My infantry are still off the board waiting to come in.
White Shaltari, very beginning of the turn, he played field repairs. I sabotaged it, or espionaged it, excuse me, which allowed me to take out one of his Jaguars with my Caymans. So those cards are gone. Things kind of shifted around. I did lose one Tomahawk. Kukris moved up. Tomahawks kind of shifted over. I think I fired at his Tomahawks. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. He made his passives. I have a Spirit here and a Spirit over here. I'm going to try to start getting sort of ready for what this Eden's going to do. And for turn 4 and 5, I'm going to have to start moving. Got Tarantulas back there. Fired the Fire Drake again at a squad. Targeted the Kukri in the back. I actually hit, but he made his passives, so that didn't work out for me. So the Fire Drake's kind of in a dangerous spot right now because next turn he will be able to hit it with his move and fire. But we'll see where it is. So that's the end of turn 3. We'll be back at turn 4. all mine. All right. Turn 4. You won roll off, right?
I run roll off.
All right. Brown Shaltari won roll off.
So my Kukris moved up, took 3 points of damage into his Fire Drake. Glad I'm happy about that. My Warfist group came over here, walked out of the way, tried to get away from his Caimans. They're just chewing me apart right now. Took out one of his Tomahawks, but then he put 1 point of damage on my Dream Snare. He's still able to see it. My Tomahawks killed one of his Tomahawks as well, and then scooted back behind the building. He popped up his stupid bird eaters on the building, shot down my one of my Edens, but then my Ocelot and my Coyote put in 16 points of damage on that. So I'm hoping to get turn 1 so I can destroy that building and take out 2 of his bird eaters as well. And then my gates moved around. One of my eating gates is sitting back here. This is the guy that was on the deck. He just flew around, getting ready to possibly drop some troops for turn 5 and 6. So.
White Shaltari, as he said, I had bird eaters parked on the ground up here. They walked up the building, took out 1 Eden. My Caimans, they did do 1 point of damage on the Dream Snare. I don't know what I'm doing with him next. I think I know what I'm going to do. I've kind of already invested the Fire Drake. It only took out 1, so that sucks. Aimed at the middle one, missed by 2 inches. It scooted over, still hit 2 of them, but he made 1 of his passives. Gargoyles back here, I shot a Spirit way over here. I got a Spirit over here, Eden there. So all my infantry, they're still off the board. It's kind of a waiting game right now. So we'll be back at the end of turn 5. Alright, turn 5, Brown Shaltari conceded. It just awful luck on his part is the main. He's definitely the main contributor. He should have killed a lot more of my stuff. Should have gotten rid of a lot of gates. Had the opportunity, but the dice god just didn't let him. So he went ahead and called it. I already had 4 stands of Braves on his side. I would have had 2 stands of Firstborns back there. I probably could have maybe scooted my Havens over and gotten another 2 stands in his side. I would have everything on his side. But he went ahead and called it, conceded.
The reason being is I only got 1 eating gate back there, and depending on what happens, yes, I do have a central or a call for extraction. Did I get rid of my? Oh, I got rid of my card that I was gonna play. So it would have meant I had a scout gate drone, which would allow me to dematerialize one of my guys into a building on his opposite side of the board. But I discarded it thinking it was call for extraction. So I didn't have that in my hand this turn. So I would have been able to get one of my troops over there if I hadn't discarded that card on accident. So my eating gate would have possibly been able to get some troops in here, but he had one cuckoo back there still, and I've been losing my gates left and right, unfortunately. My Ocelot has 2 points of damage. My Coyote has 1 point of damage. So just kill points alone, he's going to win on top of having troops across my side of the board. So I went ahead and conceded at turn 5.
I guess turn 5 recap. Obviously, a lot of shuffling trying to get to the objective. He won the roll-off, went first. I believe he
killed the building.
Destroyed the building. Got my bird eaters. Put another point. Unfortunately, only 1 point on the Fire Drake. Should have killed that.
Rolled 3 ones on that roll to hit.
Only put a point on the Cayman from his Jaguar in the back. Kind of shuffled stuff around.
Tried to concentrate fire with the kukri back here, but missed.
Missed it.
I needed a 6 because he skimmed and I had cover.
Yeah, hold down. My turn. I had the Eden and the Spirit back here. I shot the Spirit way over on the far corner, so that was definitely secured. I had an Eden that could possibly get up there. If anything, I could plop him in
This
that
building
building
is
last
still on my
turn.
side of the board, so he would have popped there as
Yeah,
well.
if he didn't destroy it. Gariel is chilling back here. I was waiting for him to drop troops in here. I would zip Gariel around, put everything into this building, flame and all. I had Eldritch Energies, Eldritch Weapon, whatever gives you the extra flame attack. Good chance I would have gotten rid of them. Caymans came up, got rid of one Kukri. Had an Eden hop over the building, drop in 4 stands. My Spirit hopped across. That was it for a game for this week. So another Shaltari for Shaltari. I don't know where the other guy is. We have another we have a resistance player coming in. So keep tuned. Liked if you like it. So please subscribe. It's always a driving factor to see a lot of views, a lot of likes, and a lot of subscriptions coming in my way. I am working on getting a better mic setup. I understand that it is a little muffled, but I'm working on getting a better mic, trying to figure out what the best way to do that is with my camera. So again, any comments, criticism, CNC, please put them down below, or wherever I can see it, please put them there, and I will definitely do my best to try to help with that. So until next time, guys.